almost 4 months. He only looked this bad, dissipated, wrung out, when he woke and discovered that he had taken one of his unscheduled nocturnal trips to a makeshift bed. Each time he had been exhausted. Though asleep, he got no rest on the nights he walked. He sat down on the edge of the bathtub, bent his leg up to look at the bottom of his left foot, then checked the bottom of his right foot. Neither was cut, scratched, or particularly dirty, so he had not left the house while sleepwalking. He had awakened in closets twice before, once last week and once 12 days prior to that, and he had not had dirty feet on those occasions either. As before, he felt as if he had traveled miles while unconscious, but if he actually had gone that far, he had done it by making countless circuits of his own small house. A long hot shower soaked away a lot of his muscle discomfort. He was lean and fit, 35 years old, with recuperative powers commensurate with his age. By the time he finished breakfast, he felt almost human. After lingering with a cup of coffee on the patio, studying the pleasant geography of Laguna Beach, which shelved down the hills toward the sea, he went to his study, sure that his work was the cause of his sleepwalking. Not the work itself, so much as the amazing success of his first novel, Twilight in Babylon, which he had finished last February. His agent put Twilight up for auction, and to Dom's astonishment, a deal was made with Random House, which paid a remarkably large advance for a first novel. Within a month, movie rights were sold, providing the down payment on his house, and the Literary Guild took Twilight as a main selection. He had spent 7 laborious months of 60, 70, and 80-hour weeks in the writing of that story, not to mention a decade getting himself ready to write it, but he still felt like an overnight success, up from genteel poverty in one great leap. The once poor Dominic Corvasis occasionally caught a glimpse of the now rich Dominic Corvasis in a mirror or a sun-silvered window, saw himself unguarded, and wondered if he really deserved what had come his way. Sometimes he worried that he was heading for a great fall. With such triumph and acclaim came considerable tension. When Twilight was published next February, would it be well received and justify Random House's investment, or would it fail and humiliate him? Could he do it again, or was Twilight a fluke? Every hour of his waking day, these and other questions circled his mind with vulturine persistence, and he supposed the same damn questions still swooped through his mind while he slept. That was why he walked in his sleep. He was trying to escape those relentless concerns, seeking a secret place to rest, where his worries could not find him. Now at his desk, he switched on the IBM display writer and called up Chapter 18 on the first disc of his new book, as yet untitled. He had stopped yesterday in the middle of the 6th page of the chapter, but when he summoned the document, intending to begin where he had left off, he saw a full page where there had been half. Unfamiliar green lines of text glowed on the word processor's video display. For a moment he blinked stupidly at the neat letters of light, then shook his head in pointless denial of what lay before him. The back of his neck was suddenly cool and damp. The existence of those unremembered lines on page 6 was not what gave him the creeps. It was what the lines said. Furthermore, there should not have been a page 7 in the chapter, for he had not yet created one, but it was there. He also found an 8th page. As he scrolled through the material on the disk, his hands became clammy. The startling addition to his work in progress was only a 2-word sentence, repeated hundreds of times. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Double spacing, quadruple indentation, 4 sentences to a line, 13 lines on page 6, 27 lines on page 7, another 27 on page 8. That made